Double Dutch helix, double helix Dutch. This cash in your jeans is slapping twice. Backlash, flush slap, bad tries. It's all coming back to me, back to me, back in threes.
All right. What's up, everybody? Hey, we had some audio issues. But we're gonna work that for next problem. For next to it again. But McCrae, what's up, bro? Tell about you. You got a microphone. You got a some badass equipment, but it wasn't quite compatible. Yeah, with what we were doing there. Yeah. Yeah. Thank everybody for being here, man. I can't wait to talk to Jason. Fucking bombed out. We're gonna be talking to him as super fan. Super fans have a lot of pressure going in saying they're super fan. Their people are always like, "Oh yeah, so am I. Prove it, motherfucker." I would have done this. Yes, yes, exactly. But the thing is, yeah, I mean, he wanted to go farther, obviously, but I mean, he was on the downside of numbers, and as a super fan, he knows that's hard odds to overcome. But he was lovable by fans. I
Mhm.
mean, I think he's one of those kind of dudes that'll be remembered. He was fun. I loved him. I'm gonna fucking.
Just
We've
a
had so
little.
many people want us to have him say squirrel.
Yeah, I know that's exactly what my
So
girlfriend
funny.
said.
I'll get him to say it. I'll get him
Well,
to say it.
welcome everyone. My mic was just muted, so
What he said earlier is he got a microphone and it didn't work, and
yeah.
his car can't figure it out.
No, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna get in. I've got my microphone. We're gonna set up the new microphone eventually.
Yep.
Thank you for everyone that supported on the block. I got the microphone because we got so many supporters. We got Skywise, Tim C. We got our Miles. All big supporters. Thank you guys. You guys are the three original blockheads. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make a Teespring shirt. Oh,
They're like that.
they're calling
They're
right
like,
now.
okay, all right,
Let's get into it.
do it. We'll talk afterwards.
Hello.
Hey boys, hey.
What's
Oh,
up?
how's it
What's up?
Not
going?
much, dude. Hey, Jason, I want to start out by saying that like you're super loved in the community of Big Brother. We
I've
were just
heard
talking
this
about.
today. I'm so surprised about it
Yeah.
though.
Oh, you shouldn't be surprised. Like we were just talking about when you go in saying you're the super fan, it's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? And
It is.
and dude, you're awesome. So it's bittersweet to talk to you right now. So how are you feeling getting out of the house? I mean, are you kind of is your brain you kind of are you still in shock?
It's nice to like stop using my brain for the last 24 hours. It's been
Okay.
that
Yeah.
as much as I'd love to be in there, it's been relaxing to just know that it's over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know what you mean. It's one of those. It's there's a lot of peace when you can finally catch your breath. So, but dude,
Exactly.
I've got a couple of things we want to get, just kind of a few quick questions for this thing, and then we'll get going. We want to talk to you more later, so we were going to have you back for a longer game breakdown later on. But to get going first, okay, right now you know who the current HOH is, right?
I do.
Okay,
It's
okay.
James. I'm thrilled.
If you were going to advise James, what would you advise him to do? If you're going to be his sole advisor this week, what does he need to do?
Well, he's got really two options. You either go after Clelly or you go after the twins in Austin. My personal would be to go after the twins in Austin, but that's just because I was more trying to cultivate a relationship with Clay and Shelley, as much as that was not ever going to happen. For
Okay.
James, it's probably smarter to go after Clay and Shelley.
Okay. Okay. I agree. I agree. All right. Good deal. Good deal. But would you advise the twins or would you advise the twins and Austin if you could get him?
I would have put up the twins and backdoored Austin.
Okay.
Leaving the twins in the game, they remain a target for everyone, but I would always have been a target for Austin, so him going would have kept me just a little bit safer.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right on. Right on, man.
Um,
Uh,
I mean, it's kind of yeah. I've got a question. I wrote this one down. First time ever I've
Good.
written anything
Good for
down.
you.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Jason, you said that your downfall. You said this on the feed. You said that the downfall in this game was knowing too much about it because you helped
Right.
Vanessa study. Do you still hold to that? Is that still what you think is the downfall?
Well, no, I think that me knowing so much about it was good for me, but I was so easy to sell that information for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was too easy to help other people study and predict the challenge and give other people as much forewarning as I had when I should have been holding all those cards super close. But I thought by helping some of these people, it could help me in the long run.
Okay. Well, on that same line, okay, have you been told by now that Johnny Mac is a super fan?
I have not been told that Johnny Mac is a super fan.
Johnny Mac is a super fan. He's playing really dumb. That he doesn't know people.
He's
in
playing
seasons.
really dumb. He's told me he's
Yes.
only seen 2 seasons.
Yes. No. I don't know this for a fact, but I believe he's seen every season and is kind of like as knowledgeable as possibly even you about it.
No way. Superfan does not equal feedster. Superfan does not equal feedster. We have to. I want to clear that up.
Cray, you know what it is.
Exactly. What's up, baby?
We don't know, dude. I'm just saying we don't know what Johnny Mac's hiding. We don't know what Johnny Mac's hiding.
Yeah,
so,
I believe
yeah,
that.
he had shared it. So, and he's a fucking dentist, so he's not. I mean, the dude is smart. He could retain a lot of information. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but anyway, looking back, do you have any regrets of of sharing your, like you said, you sold it for nothing, you gave it away. So you kind of wish you'd kind of kept that in your back pocket a little bit more?
I definitely should have. I mean, I wasn't going to be able to go in there and pretend that I was one of these people that had never seen the show and was just discovered because I was beautiful. Yeah. But I definitely maybe should have gone more the Johnny Mac route and not talked so much. But, you know, in my normal life, I talk about Big Brother with my best friends who don't care about it at all. So it would have been very hard for me to act like it wasn't one of my main interests and passions.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Absolutely. That's how McCrae and I were too. Yeah, we couldn't hit it, and that's one of those things. You damned if you do, damned if you don't. I think really.
Right.
Hey, what about? Let's just talk about something that made me fucking cringe last night. Liz's goodbye message. Have you had time to stew it a little bit? Man. Woo.
She sort of kicked me while I was down all week, though. I wouldn't really expect anything more from her.
Yeah. We kind of talked in one of our podcasts that we thought that you might be able to get Liz and Austin to flip instead of going after Shelley and Clay.
Right.
I debated that. I thought you might have been able to get Clay and Shelley to flip.
See, and I didn't know. I knew that Liz hated you because of you knew about the twins and like you were like her first big threat. But it was one of those things. I guess it was. Was there ever any consideration to try to spin Liz and the twins with Austin? Because Austin was in a position where he was about to get backdoored, so his whole alliance didn't trust him. So you could say you could gain a lot of trust with us if you come over here and let's go after these people that were about to get your ass out. Was there any kind of
what
effort?
I should have done in hindsight, but. I felt that I would have had a better chance to flip Clelly, Shay. I can't even damn say their name no more.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
Shelly and Clay. But I probably should have considered more trying to flip Austin and Liz. But Liz's disdain was so deep that I think out of spite she would have never voted for me.
Yeah, and that's one of those things, man. You'll hear fans will say, well, why didn't you do this or that? And like, everybody gets that, you know? And you're like, you don't understand. In that house, certain relationships are the way they are, and they're in concrete. They're not changing. Like, no matter how much begging, you can't promise. You only have so much currency in that house, and once it's spent with somebody, there's no going back. I mean, you can't bridge gaps that are too big. But anyway, dude, we want people to – will you please say the word squirrel in a sentence?
Squirrel? I hear that. I say squirrel really weird. They've been coaching me in the house about how to say squirrel, and then of course I have to host a damn comp that's got the word squirrel in it 400 times.
Yeah, well, last night on the cold opener, it was you saying squirrel. So I think you got a couple of the cold openers, and you've had some really good DRs. So I know you've got a lot of press, Jason, and this is really kind of all I've got. We could just bullshit here a little bit, McCrae. I don't know what you've got. But we're gonna have you.
Yeah, I don't know. A bunch of people in the comments just wanted you to know that Austin, Clay, and Shelley are hated. You're number one on Jokers.
I've heard this. I love hearing that the people that I hate are hated.
Yeah, that's a great feeling.
Yes. Oh, dude, like Arlie and I were talking. You know Arlie Shaban from BB Can. We were talking this morning, and like you were an important person to get out, really, because you're the only person that really had the game knowledge to say, y'all see what the fuck's going on and put it together. Like they all put it together, but it was at the time that you left. But you kind of would have been the general for the downstairs crew to have put something together and really charge after the Sixth Sense Alliance. And
of course, it was important for them to get me out because no one else could round that group together. They're kind of scattered animals.
Yep.
No, absolutely. They are. They're kind of like, I kind of describe them as saying they're the Goonies. They're just these goobers that are running around, and you kind of hope they find One-Eyed Willie's gold or whatever, but like you don't have a lot of faith in them, really. So that's kind of what it's like, dude. But hey, man, we'll let you go. You got big shots to talk to today. You got lots of big press. We're the small fish, but we appreciate your time, and we will be in touch with us on Twitter. Do you have social media? Do you have any social media you want to shout out?
I do. I just have Twitter.
Okay, what is it?
Excellent.
My Twitter is @thejroy.
Everyone go
Okay.
follow.
JAYROY.
You gotta unlock your account so then you can get all those people trying to follow you.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have to like
Of course.
approve every single one
I
of them.
bet you there's a bunch.
Oh,
Although I
yeah.
expect there to be
You got
only
lots
like
of love. You got lots of love.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we'll be in touch for another game breakdown with you, and we'll be talking later, man. Loved watching you. Great on the feeds, great on the show, great DRs. You're gonna get out and you're gonna be very happy with your time in the Big Brother house, man. And we appreciate
thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you,
Yep.
man. We appreciate it.
Much love.
Take care, man. Bye-bye.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Are you still there, Spencer?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's
good. How long
good
did we
one.
have him on?
I couldn't tell. I couldn't really
I
tell.
don't think I stuff. Yeah.
I mean, he's.
Last time when we had Audrey, I got a text saying we need to wrap this up.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to do that again.
No.
No, we want to be nice because, I mean, that was super good. I think Jason kind of knows, like, as we kind of know, where it's like, all right, just go do your thing today. Go, be superstar, like you are. Like, he knows, like, the score. He knows that he's going to come back, and we're going to do a full-on rundown with Jason. I'm super excited to announce what we were talking about before. I don't know if we should announce it now, but...
Well, I don't think we should.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. I'm super excited about that, though.
Yeah, I hope it work out. It may not, though.
It may not, but yeah, that's a better reason.
And
why
I don't want to add any pressure by saying
exactly,
it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So.
Well, thank you guys for watching. We're not gonna head out yet. Let's talk a little bit about the game. Last we left off was with Audrey. Talking to Audrey, like, she was outside the house.
Oh.
Pretty much, Jason left, as we all know. Sad to say. The endurance, they get a big endurance competition. This is, like, kind of the thing that I kind of want to talk about is, like, the fact that the wall came back for the first time in a while. But did they have the wall on 16? It was the same kind of wall that we had, right?
Yeah, it was the moving wall. I don't remember the exact comp, but that's
it wasn't it wasn't a straight up stand 'em out,
Yeah.
Was it? I don't think it was.
This was like a fixed stool almost that you'd consider a fixed platform, and the wall tilted.
This is what I consider the wall.
To the wall.
This
Me
is
too.
the wall,
me too. The other thing is like just the fucking moving jig.
Bullshit. Well, I was thinking about it last night. I was like, man, I wish I would have had the wall and not the one that we had. Like, the one that we had, like, fuck that one. I hate that
Like, I would
one.
have lost either one, but, like, we sucked so bad. Me and you were the first two people off, right?
Yeah, we fell on the same exact ball. Like
it's terrible. It's terrible when, like, Candace is looking down there. She's doing, like,
what the
damn,
heck?
y'all suck.
Yeah, exactly.
Terrible at this competition. And Jesse Kowalski. Oh, you know what? This is something stupid. I tweeted out yesterday. I was like, Jackie, win this fucking HOH. And as soon as I sent that, I thought, fuck. I was like, that when everybody else gets out of the house and they're like, they go back and they watch this, like that, and see that, that's exactly like somebody saying, "Come on, Jesse,
let's go, Jesse Kowalski." Yeah,
that's probably like how they're gonna perceive it exactly. Honestly, dude, Jackie's feisty. Fuck it, I'm not throwing shade Jesse's way. I'm saying, like, I mean, dude, Jesse, if got HOH, she would have put up you and Amanda. It would have been awesome.
Here's a little side note. A side note about Jessie. She just called me the other day, and she was just—I don't remember what we were talking about. It was something about Devin or something. But she called me, and she's just like, "I don't get how you're so popular. Like, I mean, I just don't get it. Like, where did it come from?" Like, it was just like the most backhanded like compliment. But it was just her putting me down of like, "Why am I not as well? I should be more popular than you." And I was just like, "Oh yeah, you're right, Jessie. Like, I don't get it either." It's like, I fucking you son of a bitch.
You should have taken her under your wing, special advisor. That'd
have been amazing.
You could have said, Jesse, we've watched a couple episodes of BB Palooza, and we really encourage you to watch Big Brother before you talk about it. So,
Oh God,
I'm
no,
teasing.
no. Of course, we're both teasing Jesse. Love her.
So love Jesse.
But so I mean, yeah. So they're up on the wall. This is a great one because you know what? The feeds, like, much love to the producers. They got us back into the action really
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, yeah.
It was only like maybe 10 minutes, which I was
Hey,
estimating an easy
we
30.
we've already talked about it, but as far as just spoiling the fuck out of it, why is my head? Why am I out of? Did you got me out of position?
Yeah,
Did you?
it's you'll get back into position here.
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
put you on the main screen. Yeah.
Okay, okay. But yeah, okay. Obviously, James won HOH. He's talking about some plan of using some pawns and blah blah blah, trying to outthink himself. But this morning, I read. I wasn't watching. I was trying to get some stuff done, but I was keeping up with it. I wish I could shout out who I read this off of, but said that he couldn't sleep and he wanted to say fuck it, put up Clay and Shelley to just for sure get one of them out instead of trying to play fucking Houdini.
No, that's a super solid move. It's either to me, it's either Clay and Shelly or it's Austin and Liz. Like,
See, honestly, dude, I think that the twins will take out Austin. I think you could. I think that you could. Like,
oh yeah, yeah. But to me, it's
in
like
there-
the problem is that
but
like fuck the
Clay
twins.
and
I wouldn't
Shelley
want the
com-
twins in the goddamn house. Well, because like here's the way I think about it: is this bond between the two twins is stronger than the bond between Shelly and Clay. Like
Yeah.
just 100%.
Let-
So I would
I
want to
would
break up.
reject-
What?
Sure. No, absolutely. I do want to interject right now that the beauty of where Vanessa is at is that we're not talking about her right now.
Yeah,
and
but-
so, but go ahead.
But like that's like I think that's a part of it too, where it's like if you put it, you have to put up Austin next to Liz essentially. Or in my scenario, you have to put up Austin next to Liz, and then depending on who wins veto, I mean you could go after. You have to go after the twins. Like that's the problem is
if
like if
you
you put
put-
those up, you can't go after Vanessa after all that because then it's four. You have three enemies.
It's one of those things. If you put Austin up and Liz, Julia wins veto. She's going to say Liz. Somebody else goes up. Austin goes home. You still got the twins.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly.
You put the twins up. Austin's going to say Liz. You can put somebody else up and send Julia home. But then
well, now they have this automatic like
this is one
veto.
thing. This is also one thing too. You send a twin home, you've made a mortal fucking enemy.
Yep.
There's no hope in binding. You can send Shelly home, and Clay has no choice. Clay has to work with somebody.
But that's
so,
that's a
you
kicking
can
the
bring-
can down the road kind of mentality. That's like a
well,
someone
it
else will
is.
do it. You know,
Yes,
that's
but
like
it
scary.
is, but as far as like blood and things to consider, man, taking out Austin. If you take out Julia, Liz, which is going to come after you with a vengeance that will not be forgotten, and you got Austin out there with her. So like it's going to be really bad. You send Shelly home, you've got Clay, and Clay really has to fall back into the fold. I think that's a smarter move because Clay and Shelly have too much influence in the house right now. Plus, if you get Shelly out of the house, I think the house is going to turn meaner. I think that with the
you're
introduction
in
of
love with
twins-
Austin. I said it once. I'll say it again. You want Austin's wiener in your
It's
mouth.
not. It's not the time. It's not the time to go after. It's
No,
not the time to go after.
well, I think that James is just in such a hard place right now. Like, regardless, I think that he's not in the middle of these two huge alliances, but he's got to start wielding his HOH power to start leveraging it and start trying to like divide and conquer this super alliance, kind of what they kind of could be. I mean, if you have a power threesome with fucking
Can we call it the power trident?
Power Trident, yeah, I like that. With Vanessa, or not with Vanessa, but the twins and Austin, that's a power threesome. And then, I mean, even the Shelly and Clay and Vanessa, that's another power 3. Like, those
It really
are
is.
huge monsters. Like, all those players are monsters. Like, they can all compete. They've all won stuff, like, it's scary. James is in a really bad position, kind of.
Honestly, I don't think Vanessa can work with Clay on her own. I don't think Vanessa can work with Shelly on her own. I think that Vanessa can work with Clay and Shelly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that once one of them separates, I think the agenda will get a little bit confused. It'll be hard for Vanessa because Vanessa is really they all have basically have had the same game. They've had the same agendas, so they're able to move concisely week to week, and it hasn't been a problem. But say Shelly's out of the picture, Clay needs to build a relationship with Johnny Mac. Clay needs to build a relationship with Becky. Clay needs to be trying to talk to people on the other side of the house more. So like when that happens, by nature, Vanessa, who is not trusting and looking for any small little white lie to hold against somebody for the rest of their fucking life, something is bound to happen. I think Shelly's the same way. I mean, you saw that how Vanessa handled Shelly and Clay not admitting that they knew how the nom was going to go, the renom. So there's already disdain, and I think that once one goes out, that will fall. Either one goes out, that falls, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, James really does have a lot of power. This actually might be the best week to have the power because this is going to be a huge turning point in the game. You can, how many people are left in the game? There's are we in almost jury time? This is a 9-person. There's 11 people left in the game, so we
should have jury.
If
Jury should be starting.
Yeah, a 9-person jury. They all made it to jury at this point, and now this is where the game kind of turns. And this is a very pivotal week, especially with an outsider that's not a part of the Sixth Sense, to get HOH. It's going to be a huge week.
What about if Shelly went home? Clay and Austin. I think Austin is still a big target to get out before Clay, maybe, just on a likability level with Steve, and therefore a lot of other people too. Because they see it, and because I know that they've had some animosity or an acrimonious relationship, to say the least. And but say Austin goes, Clay can scoop in and become. If the twins are still in the house, I think I could see him gravitating towards them, trying for that to be a threesome. I don't know.
I think
it's going to be interesting to see the Sixth Sense. The big question is, Sixth Sense is going to fracture. How's it going to happen? Where do people scatter? And it's if Vanessa's going to lose her insulation, that's going to be an interesting thing. Yeah. It's going to start to see. I mean, dude, this time next week we'll be talking about great power move Meg made. I mean, for God's sakes, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not predicting it, but I'm just saying, like, if James can make a dent, and now that we're to one HOH, dude, somebody can win it. I'll tell you the scary thing for me if I'm in the house. I'm worried about Johnny Mac and Becky.
Yep.
Because they're kind of a couple that people are aware about, they talk about, but not really that worried about.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is going to be a tough if they stay tight moving through.
It sounds like they're protecting each other.
Twins. Yep. It does sound sounds like.
And it's not the obvious it isn't the obvious pairings that are out there like.
Yeah. I mean, it's not necessarily strange bedfellows, but I would definitely say that there are two people that have kind of been on the peripheral that have been forced, and they've had almost some of the same information shared with them, so they're kind of playing the same, like, they got like one eye patch on. They haven't been totally in the dark. They kind of got an eye patch on, and they're kind of able to work. They know not to target Shelly and Clay. They've known how to work with them, and they can also work with the other side of the house. So that's a pretty good pairing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
I
Jackie.
want to see it go far. Honestly.
Jackie has got to be in a great position right now. What do you do? Sit back, fucking enjoy the week,
Yes.
fucking get prepared, start trying to get your ducks in a row, start looking towards the next weeks. Again, and this is another one that's you can safely assume that double eviction is going to happen this week, right?
She didn't announce it, so I don't think so. This is my advice for Jackie this week. My advice for Jackie this week is your friends are in power. You're not going home. James isn't going to fuck this up. As somebody's talking about on the comments right now, I'm seeing Howie, which was reminding me of putting up James and Sarah. So I like what if James put up a Meg and Jackie, anyway. Yeah. Jackie, that's going to happen. But anyway, I lost my fucking train of thought on that. But
Jackie, what do you think Jackie has to do?
But no, Jackie needs to do nothing. Jackie needs to do nothing. She's to sit back. She needs to keep playing this. I'm totally don't know what the fuck's going on here game, even this week, because her agenda is going to get fulfilled. She's going to end up happy with no worries. She doesn't want to get caught in a thing of saying, Clay's got to fucking go and blah, 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 and then we can knock this guy, we can chop and blah, because then they're going to say, oh, shit, Jackie.
This is a huge
You need to take that amazing race out there to Julie Chen.
Yeah, it's a common mistake I think that a lot of players make. I think a lot of players want to be everyone wants to be the person that throws out these hints and then subtly convinces someone to do their bidding, everyone wants to be that person that can say something and then make someone else think that it's their plan. And so everyone stupidly goes up there and is like, I'm going to say some shit. But, I think it usually bites people in the ass. Usually it's see-through as hell. I noticed it multiple times on my season where I was like, shut the hell up. Stop doing this. You are screwing yourself. I just think that it is a mistake that a lot of people get into. They want to be a big player. They want to be the next Janelle or the next Dr. Wills, and that's how your game comes back to bite you in the ass. You got Meg and Jackie, and Meg and Jackie at least. Sit the hell back. You got nothing. Pretty much just shore up some alliances, shore up some relationships.
Meg's going to be involved. Let Meg do it, and let Jackie will sit back. Meg's the kind of person, honestly, no offense to her, I don't see her winning. So if and I'm not saying I see Jackie winning, but I'm saying this for we were talking about Jackie, for her to get far, you need to let Meg be the vocal, strategist this week, because next week you don't know who's going to win HOH, and you'd much rather them say James and Meg last week, obviously, blah blah blah, instead of Jackie, you couldn't keep your mouth shut and you didn't even need to talk, that kind of a thing.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I felt like an idiot last night because it was like, oh, it's an endurance comp. Like it's got to be a girl. I bet a girl's gonna win this one. I thought for sure a girl was gonna win it. But then when James got into that little low position, I was like, game over, man. He's got it. Like he was just like right in there, like
crouching top.
Well, I can't believe more people didn't do that. Like Johnny Mac, like even kind of attempted. What do you mean? What?
James is like 4'3".
Still, fucking, it's physics.
Like other people couldn't do that. That's like saying like seeing Michael Jordan slam dunk a basketball and saying, well, why aren't them other guys doing that? It's because
no way. Oh, no way. That's a great analogy, but no, I think, but that's how the game works. Like if you can punish your body enough, it's gonna be easier in the long run. To be low with lower center of gravity, you have less to carry. It's just physics.
Hey, let's talk about Johnny Mac and that, because the final three on the HOH was Shelly, James, Johnny Mac. As soon as Shelly started negotiating, now Johnny Mac was hurting, okay, but as soon as Shelly started negotiating, Johnny Mac falls like instantly. Like he could have taken, like they were trying to work a deal out that nobody would go, blah blah blah. Johnny Mac falls. Was that strategy? Because at that point, like he could say, I was trying to win Shelly to keep y'all safe or blah blah blah. I just couldn't hold it. Like he could say with like when he falls.
I thought it was a weird fall too.
Because he might not want the power. He might not want the power. And when she's making the deal, he knows she's about to go, and he knows James won't put him up either. So there's really not any point making the deal with him. I mean, and so if he said, "Oh, you made a deal with James, and now y'all have a deal outgoing," because Johnny Mac could say, "I didn't even make that deal. I couldn't even make a deal. I fell off." Yeah. So. I don't know. Maybe like I don't know. There's someone
needs to write this down for us so we remember to ask this when Johnny Mac comes out, because this is a good question. Because I think that I honestly think that I like just the way that he fell. It seemed like it came out of nowhere. So it definitely could have been like a premeditated thing. But at the same time, it just all the interactions just started to be really really weird. Where James he kind of threw out something. Shelly starts saying stuff, and he goes down. But I think that in his head, I don't even know if there's enough time to process what was going on between the two. What the fuck they were even talking about, I just don't. I don't know. I really have no idea. That's some smart strategizing real quick, of okay, well, Shelly's going to go next, and I'll be fine.
But because Shelly would have put Johnny Mac up as a pawn, and Shelly probably would have put Johnny Mac up as a pawn, and James is not going to. So if Shelly's negotiating that she cannot win it, James or Johnny Mac is not in any kind of danger. Mm-hmm. You see?
Yeah.
So so there's no need to make any deal. You still act like you can't win endurance comp, because if you all agree and fall off, you could have won it. If you just fucking give up, you know what I'm saying? Say y'all beat me, y'all burnt me out. I couldn't do it anymore. Yeah. I don't know. I want to maybe I'm looking too much into Johnny Mac, because I said with Jason, he's a super fan. You don't know what he knows and doesn't know about the game, and you can watch the feeds, but just because you watch somebody eat a fucking sandwich, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that somebody doesn't know a lot about their game or eviction order, that kind of stuff that's commonly talked about, that kind of shit. So, and that's the shit that Johnny Mac is withholding, and so on and so forth. So anyway,
but I do want to say that Shelly, it was awesome that Shelly's just like, oh my god, please James, let's just make deals, James. Oh my god, that was just my favorite part, where it's just James must have been eating that up, those words that she was saying. It didn't even. She could have said anything, but it was just the tone and the cadence, you could hear it in her that it was all struggle and he was gonna win. Yeah, exactly. That must have just sounded delicious, just delicious words. Oh god.
Me and my sweet Playboy.
And Clay, it's gonna be Clay. Please just say yes. I'm falling. Just say yes. Yeah, exactly.
It's she's got one.
Yeah.
Dude, that would have been a tough one. I would have rather done that than ours. Again, like we said, just because I know how I performed in ours. I had to have done better.
Exactly. Well, and I talk of a big game too, where I'm just oh man, popsicle, I killed the popsicle man. I would have killed that wall. I just want to see what I would have done on that wall so badly, because I honestly think I would have been there forever. Especially if you don't have to do some stupid shit. But that's me bragging like a braggart Idiot.
Braggadocious.
Braggadocious.
All right.
I think
All
that's
right,
pretty
man.
good.
We'll wrap it up. Yeah, good one,
Yeah.
man. I'm glad we got Jason's cool, man. I hope he takes everything in stride and gets out and sees the love. So everybody out there, all the fucking blockheads, when he unlocks his fucking Twitter account at was it J Roy, whatever.
Yeah, Roy Boy, Jason Roy. I don't remember.
We'll figure it out
Yeah.
anyway. Y'all will too. But when he unlocks that, and then y'all can get tweets to him,
Yeah.
give him love.
Yeah, send him
He was
love.
he was a lot of fun. He was a lot of fun.
Tell him you want to
So
see him back on the next on the block. Oh, also I gotta say, I'm kind of we were talking about the definitions, about
yes,
and I think I kind of have an idea of what we can do about that. It's kind of
BB glossary.
yeah, the BB glossary. I think we're good. I'm making a website, and the website is gonna have it's gonna be a fucking place for all the chum heads. I know there's only like 3 of you guys out there, but it's gonna be a cool place for all 3 of us to hang out. All the McCrae people, but there's definitely gonna be a place for On the Block. There's a forum on it. I'm thinking we put it in the forum, and then we just maybe put possibly a thread for each word, and then we can just let the discussion flow on each word until we come to a agreement, I guess.
Like almost like a Reddit type thing where things are talked about.
Yeah,
it'll be. You get thumbs up. Can you upvote things on your website?
I mean, maybe we should just do a Reddit. Maybe we should just make an On the Block Reddit, and then we can just do it that way. Because the way that I was gonna, it'd be more forum.
And then you could attach that. You could just link it to.
Yeah, because on my website, it's gonna be more forum style.
I got you.
Where Reddit's a little bit better.
Because let's pose this, because at Cleo the Leo we talked about the backdoor situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a misnomer. It's misused. She talks about the 6-finger plan,
mm-hmm.
and there's not a true backdoor since season 5, because the way they did it, you can't legitimately control who plays in the veto, and since you can't, you can't keep somebody from playing and then put them out the back door. My thing is that if you are the way I see a back door is you're shown the back door. If you go out the back door, and you can be put through the back door if you are put on the block that week and you were unable to play and compete for your safety.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you're unable to compete for your safety and you get put there, I think you're being sent out the back door, but you're not being backdoored. That's the way I look at it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a little bit more of a side door action, yeah.
Because it gives okay, with Vanessa and Clay, this group with the getting Johnny Mac to throw the Battle of the Block. Yeah, you can keep people off. You can keep people not nominated,
mm-hmm.
so that you can kind of get nom set and then kind of work on the veto then. So that's like a 6-finger plan 2.0. You can control Battle of the Block to get down to where it's regular Big Brother again. Then you can hope for some veto action with the pawn. Everybody's going to use it, and somebody goes up. So it's really like 6-finger plan 2.0 to have everybody involved except for one person. You got to keep everybody in the fucking house quiet. Like Austin didn't know about it. I mean, so there is something to that, but it's not the 6-finger plan, and it's not being backdoored, but it's being sent out the back door. Anyway, up for argument, blockheads. Talk about it in the comments. Thank you. Share this link. And any other things that y'all want us to talk about as far as glossary goes and how we interpret them.
If you want some I think I'm going to design some shirts too, put them up on Teespring. I think I'm going to just do a run of 10 shirts. 10 fucking shirts. Only the blockiest of blockheads will be able to get them.
Yes.
I think that would be just cool. Just 10. I don't know. Okay. Make them cheap, make them cool design. Stay on the lookout for that. Tell us if you want some blockhead merch. Tell us what you guys want. What do you guys want to see from this podcast? If we're going into jury now, we're gonna have a lot. We're gonna have a deficit on Fridays. We can definitely keep doing them, but we're gonna have to get guests and stuff. We're gonna have to do some more stuff. So tell us what you want to see. We really appreciate it. We're loving all the love right now. We got so many viewers and shit. We just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Hit the support button. Throw a couple dollars our way. We don't have a Patreon. We don't make you subscribe to any of our shit to pay money. But we need the money to make our show better. Keep getting our show better and better. And we do it for you.
Yeah, it goes. Yeah, our show's always going to be free. We're never going to do a subscription-based anything.
No.
no, there might be a point in
We
time
should
where we
do
have
like
some,
a
extra content.
yeah.
Where we do
That's
some
what
extra
I'm thinking.
content,
Like
but
a
like I'm
sell
not
it.
saying like exclusive content.
No.
But no, we want to keep it free. But we do need to get better equipment. I mean, obviously, people know from the Evil Dicks thing that I'm looking for a job. I'm trying to find work, so I don't have like USB mic money and shit like that. I got bills to pay. So, and I love talking about Big Brother. It's obviously not begging, but if you got a couple bucks, throw it that way. I got to
Yeah.
compete with McCrae with that big ass mic now.
Yeah, exactly. We need to get
So,
Spencer one
but
eventually.
anyway, yeah. Anyway, we will get that for sure. But anything that you give, no, it goes 1,000% back into our production. It'd be
Yep.
go to mics, mixing boards, that
It's
kind of
not
stuff.
going to.
We hope.
Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to compete with big dogs like RHAP.
Yep.
We're just two goobers. Actually, we're running something out of a basement, basically.
Essentially,
So
yeah. And
that's
yeah,
exactly.
that's pretty much what it is. Like I want to rival like Rob. Like I want to
Me
rival
too.
Rob so bad. Like he's the pie in the sky. Right now we're just taking out the little dogs, right? Left, right. We're just trying to hit them out, get out our equipment, get our equipment set, solid, ready to go. And then, I don't know about my website, but I want it to be that. I want it to rival. I want it to have all sorts of content that's not just Big Brother. I want it to be, all sorts of reality TV, video games, whatever. I don't give a
Yeah.
whatever. Fuck it.
Well, no.
I just get
No,
defeated immediately. Rob
But
wins.
anyway, no, we do what we do with this podcast to keep going and be awesome. We're not saying we're on the verge of quitting at all. Fuck
No.
no. We just want to improve it. We want to make it better. You've seen what we've done with our production quality from last season to this season. We're not on that fucking trash Google Hangouts anymore that skips and the audio's bad. We do want to get a mixing board, I think, so that our audio here can be perfected.
Yep.
We're going to try to get our stuff on iTunes. And honestly, McCrae, do you want to do that intern pitch again? If there's anybody who'd like to do, be like, if you know technological shit, we want to see a resume, but like let us know, hit us up. You can use
on the block podcast at gmail.com to email us. That one, it's always clean and empty, so everyone, I'm always looking at it. Everyone, if you are a music maker and you want to provide music, send it to ontheblockpodcast.com. Make sure you can what.
We did get somebody in the SoundCloud the other day. They
I
left some
saw some
SoundCloud
stuff.
link, so we'll try to use that if it's legit. I
got to figure it out, and we got to make sure that you have permission, like 100% permission. And then if you make anything, if you write a blog, if you write about Big Brother, if you, and you want your stuff to have a little bit more exposure, If you like the production side, if you like the video production side, you want to learn a little bit more. We're totally looking for any creatives, just any creatives out there that want to participate. On the Block is a community. We want it to be a community. Like we're a community of like-minded people that love this goddamn game. And
that's it.
And I want you guys to voice your support and voice your whatever.
Absolutely.
I want your voice to be heard on the Block as well.
This is a place to cheer for your favorite house guest. This isn't a place to fucking badmouth people and talk a bunch of shit and that kind of stuff. We want this to be. I mean, like we shoot straight.
Andy Heron,
Yes, of course. But we shoot straight. But you're going to come here for like clickbait type bullshit.
Yeah.
We want to talk about.
Even though I totally threw out the clickbait, like you will not believe what Audrey said this time.
That's awesome.
I wanted to throw up after I wrote that. I was like, I'm gonna punch my own damn self in the face.
That's awesome. I've been texting back and forth with Jeff. We don't have anything official, but it looks like Sunday is going to be the game breakdown with Jeff. Oh, and I want to talk about this too. People are always like, Spencer, your questions. You need to ask more pointed questions, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is the way I look at that. We need to quit calling them interviews. They're basically game breakdowns because when you talk to somebody about their game, you've got to set up so-and-so is the HOH. These are the two nominees, blah, 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 blah. And then you were fucking backdoored. So what did you see? So you've got to kind of talk around the framework, like get them to talk and then ask follow-up questions, which is always our approach. Our approach is really set up the framework and then ask the follow-up questions. Because we both know the game. We know how to ask. We know what people are thinking in their heads. And that's what we want to try to work through. We want to ask them about blind spots. We want to ask about all this kind of stuff. But the more they talk, the better follow-up questions that we can ask. And like somebody like Audrey kicks fucking ass in interviews. Some people just excel. They have more comfortable with it. But like I said, we've got to set up a framework. So if I'm not asking, straight, like during your HOH, do you wish that you nominated, whatever?
Yeah.
If I'm not asking some pointed question, it's because I don't want a yes or no. I want them to be reminded of something and then be able to talk for 5 minutes straight about what the fuck was happening and what they were thinking. So anyway, that's just our interview style.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much like how we wanted to be
Wait.
interviewed when we came
Yeah.
out of the house. Like we would want to, I want to just tell everyone how I thought I was playing the game, where I felt like I was in the house, and like why I did what I did. And that's like, I don't want people to be like, remember when you like fucked that up, and then like you thought that you did this, but when actually, I don't know. It's just like, let them fucking run down their game, how they thought it was going, like what they thought, like they know it better than we do. Like as much as everyone on the outside wants to be like, well, I've seen everything, it's 24/7 feeds.
Yeah.
No, you didn't see everything. Like these people know their game better than anyone. So
Yes.
I want to hear
Yes.
it from the mouth of babes.
And some of it, it's like, there's like, oh, well, so and so, you should have talked to this person, blah 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 blah, and like it wasn't possible, and you say why, and like you can talk to people, and you'll find out that like just little facial expressions, just little micro expressions, vibes you get from people, things don't socially work, and you can't make them work, and it's fun to exactly hear people talk about that say like with Jason and Liz, that there was no bridging that gap.
Yep.
It was toast.
Absolutely.
And you wonder why didn't he try, and why didn't he try, and people are tweeting, why don't they try to this, why they some things are cut off, they're damned up, that's not an option. You've got to, even though that would be plan A in a perfect world, you only can work with plans B and C if you're lucky. So anyway, but we do have a lot of people watching, and we really appreciate it. McCrae, let's wrap this up so we can share it, and more people can watch it as the feeds get cut, and it's not like
we're just like
an hour and a half long.
Talking.
So but yeah, also people on here, Jason left. Yeah, Jason, when's Jason coming on? People in the comments, hey, if you're watching this now, thank you so much. You're going to have to go back and rewatch it. Jason's on about 10 minutes in for a block of about 8 minutes. Go back there and watch it, and hopefully you'll enjoy the stuff. And thank you for finding us.
And
subscribe. Make sure you subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button. Our subscriptions have been going up. That's awesome. I
want to try to break
we're on the road to 5,000. We're on the road to
5,000.
Oh,
soon.
we need 5. Yeah. By the end of the season, we're definitely gonna get 5. I think a better goal.
Oh, dude, by the end of the season, I'm shooting for like 6. I want to fucking
let's
blow
shoot
it up.
for 7, baby. Let's just go
shoot
for the moon,
yeah,
baby.
absolutely.
7,000, baby.
Everybody share this link out. Tell people to subscribe, people that watch Big Brother.
Word of mouth is huge.
If I'd found this podcast, the way I like to look at this is, the way we try to do it, is if I'd found this podcast when I was a casual viewer, I'd have been like, damn, now I know more and I want to know more.
Yep, absolutely.
That's what we want to do. If you know the casual viewers that aren't watching the feeds, this isn't just for feedsters. This is obviously spoilers, but send this link to casuals, share it on Facebook, copy it, and text it to people that watch the damn show.
Absolutely. Yeah, share it on Facebook is huge. Share it on Reddit. I'm not on the. I try to look at the Reddit boards every once in a while, but yeah, please share it on Reddit. Please share it everywhere you can. Jokers, Survivor Sucks. Just share it everywhere. Yeah, that'd be awesome. On Tumblr, shit, I don't know. Anywhere you can, and spread the gospel of On the Block. Blockhead minions, mount up. Let's do this, baby. Road to 7,000.
Oh, you said minions, fucking evil dicks thing. You got to say just
no. What did I say? On the blockheads. What did I say?
Blockheads.
Blockheads. Yeah.
You said blockhead minions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just the It's like
I know
there are. Yeah.
Fucking
blockheads. Blockheads. Mount up.
Blockheads.
This is our sign. We do this. We vogue. We
vogue,
vogue, baby.
All right, man. Take us out.
Enjoyed
everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Share. Follow me at Spencer B. Clausen.
Yep. And you guys can follow me at McCrae Chum. And we'll see you guys next time on the block. Take care. Bye-bye.